All right, team. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Chuck with Trader's War Room, and this is the Lunchtime Crunch. Guys, what we like to do here is we like to just go over basically and kind of see what the market, see what's popping and locking. If I see a trade that I like, I'll go ahead and take it. And, if we don't see stuff that we don't like, maybe we get some good ideas for closing out the market day or potentially a swing trade. Going over SPY right now. If you guys watched my video yesterday, notice that we had our battle zone over here, right? And we were looking for the breach below the battle zone. And we ended up having that coming into after hours and then coming into pre-market, and we ended up breaching above that, but we are still 50-50 inside of the battle zone coming into today. Well, we just breached above now on the 5-minute chart, and it's looking like we want to go ahead and start continuing on up to the upside. So right now, it's a good idea to probably go ahead and start looking for long positions. A lotto trade that might make sense, and it's a cheap trade. You could go a SPY 465 call, 8 December. It's 9 cents, 10 cents, or excuse me, $9, $10 per contract. But it's one of those things. You put in, $100, you get 10 of these contracts. If it pushes above this 460 by tomorrow, we get, a $2 push into close, or we get, a gap up tomorrow. We're going to be making some decent money on that return as long as the volatility stays present and the push, right? So it's decent, kind of a good risk versus reward type of trade right there. Other trade that might make sense would to go a little bit more at the money, in the money, because we always like to play that type of game. I'd be looking at that 460 call. Right now, you're looking at about $95 per contract, December 8th. If you wanted to give yourself a little bit of time going December 11th, oh, look at that. December 11th is looking good right now. 461 call, December 11th. That is not bad at all. $95 right now. Delta's over the theta. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and lock that one in right now. I'm taking that trade right now. The SPY 461 call, 11 December. I'm locking in limit. I'm putting in for 94 right now. I'm going to go ahead and lock that one in right now. We'll see. I'm going to go take 10 of them. Okay. So 10, I'm getting 10 contracts of that, locking it in from my phone right now. On that one, I'm going to go ahead and use Robinhood. It's just the easiest one to go ahead and process. And I'm going to go ahead and alert that on to the alert bot. That looks good to me. The price was right. I liked it. It seems like we got enough time for it. Now, if the market dumps, of course, we're going to end up being SOL on it, but it looks pretty good to me. And we'll go ahead and put a stop loss at about 50% on that one. So we'll go ahead and put a stop loss at about 40, 45 on that one, just in case. I don't like to use hard stop losses. Usually I'm more of a mental stop loss type of guy, but I know some newer investors, they really stick with those stop losses. So I want to go ahead and make sure that we get some stop loss areas on that. All right, I'm locked in, guys. Fantastic trade opportunity right there. There goes. Boom. You guys heard it. You heard the ding. That's me locking it in. All right. It's at 92 right now. No issue, guys. Now, some of you might be one of those especially newer investors. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put my mark in here. Went ahead. All right, went ahead and get in over there. That's when I got in. So, some of you guys might be newer investors, and as soon as you get into a trade, you notice that it immediately drops, right? And you're just like, man, I can't catch a win. It's like as soon as I get in at 95, it immediately drops to 92, and it's like you're already, you go in 10 contracts to 95, right? So $950, and it's already at 93, so $930, and you're down $20, and you're like, dang it, man, I can't catch a break. Listen, okay. that you're looking at pennies on the dollar. Okay, you can't look at the trading that way. We're at 96 right now. I mean, it's going to fluctuate. Okay, while it's beating around here, it's going to fluctuate. What you got to worry about is you got to worry about the big movement. When it starts to dip, you hop in at 95 and it dips immediately down to 80. Okay, now you definitely came in at the wrong price. Okay, you come in at 95 and it dips down to like 93, 92. That's not bad, man. That's a fluctuation. Okay, I would give it 5 points in either directions for these high liquid, high volatility stocks. Okay, so don't stress over that stuff. All right, 98. All right, we're already making money now on that trade. I just got a signal now, looking pretty bullish. We haven't done now. Oh, nice. Hey, we got a blank chart here. So let's go ahead and break this one down. Now looking bullish, we got a gap up here. Let's go ahead and break this chart down. All right. What we want to do, anytime we get a chart, a signal that's showing us something bullish, we want to go ahead and break it down and look at it. Okay. We got to get some history though. We can't just go off the 5 minute. Yes. Are we above our moving averages? Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and put some simple lines here. There's where the gap's at. Okay. That's our target to the upside that we're looking. And we got some highs. Okay. So our follow through on the day at least would be up here. Okay. So we're above our moving averages here. We're looking for follow through towards the gap, or we're looking for the push towards the gap to fill the gap and follow through on the breakout to the upside. Now, let's go ahead and do our due diligence and look at the chart. All right. So here's our things on now. Now, oops. Why is that not? Oh, is it? Do I got fibs on it or something? I don't know. Anyways, we noticed that we got this top over here. Okay, so we got a nice little rectangle thing kind of going here. You guys know from my video yesterday, you guys know I love rectangles. All right, we got a nice little rectangle, which I love rectangles because it's such a simple thing to build consolidation mode. So what we do with rectangles is we go ahead and make our high level here. All right, our high point, boom. This is going to be our high point where we're looking for the breakout to the upside. And this is going to be our low point where we're looking for the breakdown to the low side. Okay. Now, what we're looking for is potentially rejection at this point for coming back down. And we're looking for rejection from support at this point for coming back up. If it accepts it, then we're looking for follow through to the upside, about the same range distance that we have here and here. If we reject this and we get down here, we're looking at follow through for about the same distance from here to here to the downside, which would put us about the next level where we got some meat and potatoes, about right there, right? So that's what we're looking for. So now looking pretty good right here. So let's go ahead, come back in. Now, bird's eye view approach, right? Here it is, bird's eye view. Let's walk it in. We're walking the dog in, 30-minute coming in. Remember, here's our box of consolidation, right? Our range box, top, bottom. We're right here inside of the 30-minute. Okay, looking pretty decent on some price action. Got a nice little, pennant kind of forming here. All right, if we were to put lines. All right, get a nice little triangle pennant kind of forming here. What this is telling me is anytime you get these triangles, okay, this is broadening, okay? You're broadening from here to here and you're getting tight, okay? You're getting tight. And you can tell you're getting tight because your moving averages are converging on each other, just like here, okay? You were wide here, volatility, okay? You had momentum on your side to the bull, you're wide, and then you start to get tight. Now the momentum is shifted. Now you're a bear, right? Because you're tight, okay? We're starting to get tight again, but we're bear over here. We're starting to get tight. So potentially we're going to get momentum shift to the upside. I would bet that we get the momentum shift to the upside. This would be an early call, but we got some signals. Remember, we want 3 reasons why to push the buy. MACD cross to the upside. There's a reason, or excuse me, MACD's looking like it's about to cross to the upside. TTM squeeze is cooling off. We use sub indicators to support our main chart. Okay. Main chart is giving us a pennant formation, looking for the break to the upside. We got them converging on our moving averages. Price action is moving bullishly through our moving averages to the upside, right? So that's our main chart indicator. Sub chart needs to confirm and complement that. TTM squeeze cooling off, giving us a good indication of momentum to the upside. SMI, which is like a precursor to the MACD, got a bullish cross already. MACD is about to cross, and RSI, we're coming off of being oversold to the upside. So this is one of those you could probably get into this pretty early. If you guys want to, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on the YouTube, or come on the mic, give me a thumbs up, and we can do a spread on this one. If you guys want to do a spread on now, by the end of this presentation, go ahead and give me like a couple thumbs up, man. We'll do a simple spread on this one, and we'll knock this one out, because spreads are cool because they counter out theta. Theta doesn't really react. And since this is expensive, we can kind of get some skin in the game and not spend so much capital by getting a decent little spread off of this. Now I'd be looking at a vertical call spread on this one, probably pushing out to 15 December. So that's where I'm going with this. So if you want to hop into something like that, go ahead and give me some thumbs up on the platform, maybe a comment in the chat if you're on the YouTube, and let's go ahead and knock that one out. See what we get. I need some interaction from you guys on that one. So thumbs up on. My cats are going nutsy. My dog likes to play with my cats, and I don't know if they know she's playing. All right, I got a question. Am I going to hold these IMWM puts? Yeah, I'm going to hold the puts. They're a hedge against my longs. We're still long Tesla and SPY. You got to have a hedge against them. So yeah, I'm going to hold my puts. Set your stop loss. They're cheap. We got in at what, $13? Yeah, cheap puts. So I'm going to hold on to them. Hedge against our longs. In fact, let's look at IWM. All right. Here's why. Look how high we were yesterday, okay? All right. Let's look at yesterday. Boom, okay? Now, should we have done puts yesterday? Yeah, I did puts yesterday. I didn't alert them, though, because they were real quick puts, and we were doing other trades, but I was short IWM and made some decent money. I ended up coming out of them here. So Willow, quiet, please. Dad's working. And so I did IWM puts from here to here. And I ended up coming out because I thought we might get a surge at the end of the market bell. We're kind of coming up to that same line where we were at yesterday. So here's the idea, right? If we accept this line and we go ahead and break this line, we'll go ahead and put a little box of consolidation, right? Remember, I like them boxes. So we're going to go ahead and write our little rectangle here. All right, put a little rectangle. And hang on real quick. I'm going to put my dog outside. She's been annoying. Sorry about that. She was trying to play too hard with the cat, and the cat's like, I ain't playing that. Anyways, box of consolidation, right, from yesterday. So we got our kind of the battle zone here. And remember, I like battle zone being purple. Boom. So here's our battle zone. If we accept this and we start breaking out to the upside, then we're probably dead in the water on our puts. But we can hold these and expect, because here was the dump we had yesterday, right? I mean, we fell from 187 all the way down to 185, even down to 184. So we had a nice $3 move to the downside. We can get that same push because we're starting to see the rotation out of the broader rally and going more selective into specifics, such as AMD, because they're coming out with that chip, right? Microsoft, because they want to purchase AMD chips and some of the other ones, right? So we're being more specific with these bigger cap names that had some rotation out of it. Okay. So the IWM, which is dealing with the Russell 2000, is more of a broad spectrum. And we're going to probably see some monies rotating out of it because people have been in this making a killing off of this. Look at this. And this is just the rationale. This is just the justification, right? People have been in this since it was flagging over here and it popped. I mean, look at this. This is quite a move for the Russell. The Russell doesn't move like this. 179 up until like 186. Okay. We're talking like a $10 move on the Russell, right? People have been holding the stocks inside of the Russell and the Russell itself making a killing. Okay. So we're here now. I think we get the pullback. And that's what I'm betting on, at least short term. And if not, it's okay. I'm not going to be upset about it because it's a hedge against my longs anyways, because I got SPY long, I got Tesla long. But I'm looking at this here. I see this pattern. Here's the 5-minute, right? And when I look at this pattern, all right, I see here. I see here. Okay. I see these wedges, right? With the table up the top. All right. Obviously, it's gonna do one of two things. It's either gonna break to the upside or we're gonna break down. And the reason why I think that we're gonna break down is because of the previous days, we've already been up high. So I think that we break down and we come down to the downside for a little bit longer. I'd like to see the Russell back at 180. That's basically where I think the Russell will end the week at, is about 180, maybe 182. That's, and you can kind of see my line there. You can't really see it here. There it is. That's where I think the Russell will end at the week, about 182. And that's only because we came out of this big, huge push here, push way up. That's just like my 50-50 line in between this big push and here. That's pretty much it. That's just my justification. But, may not happen. But I'm going to still keep the puts. Oh, looks like we're coming down. So hopefully we lose this. We'll go ahead and keep watching it though. But yeah, I'm going to stay short IWM, see how this rocks out. Hopefully we get the strong push that we want. Looks like we keep rejecting this. I mean, look, we're rejecting. We tried to get above this and we couldn't. And now instead of wicking here, now look what's happening. We're starting to get full candles rejection instead of just wicking. Here we're wicking, right? Wick, right? But now we're starting to get full candles of rejection instead of just wicking. That's telling me that we're starting to end volume. Look at the volume. Volume's starting to decrease a little bit. Oversold coming down, right? We've been elevated over the histogram, the MACD. TTM squeeze starting to cool down a little bit. Yeah. So I think we're going to cool down and start to flop a little bit. What Anybody got anything they want to look at? You can come on the YouTube, come on the live chat. Oops. Hop on there. Tell me if there's anything you want to look at. Anything you want to look at? Let's go ahead and look at Tesla. If you guys don't come on with the stuff that you want to look at, I'm just going to look at the normal stuff. Tesla look like we're kind of coming down now. Again, Tesla, look at Tesla, man. I've been talking about Tesla for a while, how it goes in ranges. Tesla's one of these that you can trade Tesla. Day trade Tesla is a beautiful thing. Okay. Just look at Tesla. Every day you can look at Tesla on the 5-minute chart and make money, essentially. All right. If you follow the stock RSI on Tesla, and you're quick, all right, you got to be quick, and you can't buy too far out the money. All right. There's some stipulations. Okay. Tesla's expensive too, right? So you got to be quick and you can't buy too far out the money. But every day, if you look at Tesla and you study it, I want you to study. If you're really interested in Tesla and you want to seriously, make day trading and make some money. Now we're talking, 10 and 20% compounded on top of each other. So it's lunch money every single day all just little things. Okay, you're not gonna make a whole bunch of money. Okay, so a lot of people don't like to trade like this because they're not making the big explosive, $1,000 in one shot, boom to the moon type of thing. Okay, this is the 20 and 50 bucks here, 20 and 50 bucks there, 20 and 50 bucks there. Overall, 150, $200 a day times 5 days a week type of stuff. All right, but look, we start to come down. We don't trade Tesla at the bell. All right. You never know what's going to happen. Okay. You never fails. All right. You get your long signal, right? Here we probably got a long signal. We're going. So, futures are elevated, and then we go ahead and go long and we dump, right? But once we start finding support and we start pinging on the 5 minute chart and we start bouncing around, right? We start to pay attention to the RSI. We start to pay attention to RSI, specifically to stock RSI, right? And we start to hit in this oversold area. All right, we want to go ahead and try to find a bottom level in this oversold area, something that we get like a really just super dumpy dump thing that is way different than where we were at from pre-market. So if we were like if we look at pre-market, right, we're at 242 over here. Pre-market, we're 240, right? But over here 242, and all of a sudden, at the bell, we get, one, oh man, we start to go and we get like 236, coming down and stuff like that. We're like, man, we're like $8 a dump down here, right? We're gonna go ahead and start looking at this, and we're gonna go long. Go ahead and get a call, try it out, get one contract, go at the money, in the money as much as possible. All right. If you can use this top level line, you've done your due diligence, you got your lines of support and resistance, go ahead and do a contract 244, 250, something like that. Just go ahead and grab this call, and then we're just going to wait. Okay, we're just going to wait, and we're going to pay patiently, and we're going to put a line on the chart. All right, we're going to put a line on the chart, and that's going to be our stop loss, and our line of stop loss on the chart is going to be $5 lower than what we entered in at. So if we entered here at 237, our stop loss is going to be 232. All right, that's going to be our stop loss. That's when we're out, because Tesla typically moves in $10 within a day. Tesla can move $15 to $25, but that's usually with some sort of big catalyst. But on a normal given day, Tesla will move anywhere between $5 and $10 in a trading session. And I'll show you. Look, 237, 243. Boom. Look at that. Okay. Like 244 right here. All right. 236, 244, $8. $8 moving in a session. Okay. So it'll do this. So you ride this, and look, comes up, and then you cut, and then you make your money. All right. You come up, you start to hit your lines, right? At about an $8 range. You want to be conservative, go ahead and get $8 ranges, and you come in at the bottom, boom, call, hit that $8, go ahead and take it. Now it explodes, and you're like, man, I just left money on the table. That's okay. You do it again. All right. You do it again. Now it's easier said than done. It doesn't work all the time, especially in chop, but pretty consistently, look at this. Pretty consistently, it's going to tell you what's going to happen. RSI is going to be your friend with Tesla. Let's go into this day. Look at this 5 minute chart. Let's go to the next day. Look, RSI is your friend. All right. We're not playing this chop. All right. Chop, 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 not playing. But look, RSI down here, we start to dip. Look, this is dramatic. Remember, we talked about dramatic dip. Boom, boom. Whoa, dramatic dip. We're down here. Go ahead and go long. Take it. Where are we at? Maybe we get in here at this bottom, right? 241. We start to ride, and we start to level out, right? We're not able to escape more, and we start to see us flattening out on the RSI. Go ahead and take our money. Where are we at? 245. What was that? 241, 245, $4 or $5 movement there. And then look, it even pushed up a little bit more later on, but you have to hold through some volatility and stuff, right? So yeah, but up here, go ahead and go short. Use that RSI, day trading. All right. Easier said than done because you also have to deal with the volatility and the likelihood of you seeing this, you get in at a different, say you got in short here, right? You did this trade. Say you did this trade perfect, right? Man, I nailed this trade. Boom, short right here. Yes, you caught the long. Boom, sold right here. Boom. All right, go ahead. I'm going to take the short position. Bam, you're making money. Starts to go sideways. You're like, oh, I'm going to hold, and all of a sudden it spikes. You're short, right? You're just like, oh man, and you're like, what do I do? I'm going to go ahead and sell. As soon as you sell, what happens? Boom, tank, and then you start to see, here's my money. There was 2x. There was 3x. I sold for a loss, and I would have been 3x my money, my position, right? So, like I said, it's easier said than done. Take some time, take some practice, but definitely try it out. Do some paper trading, see if it works for you. Stock RSI, 5-minute chart, day trading Tesla. All right, try it out. All right, one last chart for live trading. Let's go. Actually, two. Let's look at AMD. Did we already look at AMD? I don't think so. Look at that. Hey, who did that spread with me? Who did that spread with me on AMD? If you did, look where we're at. Look where we're at. I tell you where we're at. Walking to the bank, baby. Man, we did a vertical debit spread, and we are banking. Look at that. I'm a little leery to go ahead and go long AMD here. I'd be expecting a pullback. You're seeing a little bit of a divergence here with the MACD as we rise up, right? We're seeing a little bit of a curvature with the MACD coming to the downside. TTM squeeze is also cooling off a little bit. So that tells me that we're starting to cool down on our momentum. We still got buying pressure coming in. Yeah, absolutely. People are buying this, man. AMD's hot right now, right? Let's look at the NVDA. NVDA is coming up hot as well, right? But we've seen cooling pressure as well. So I don't know how to play this. I'd be a little leery if you're not in a position right now. I would wait. To be honest with you, I wouldn't FOMO in. Give this a little time to iron out, see what kind of news happens after the bell today, and go from there. If you do hop in, I think buying AMD shares at this price is probably not a bad idea. 126. If you got, say, $5,000 to invest, not financial advice, okay, but say you got $5,000 to invest in something growthy over the next 5 to 10 years that you're looking to really spark some money. I think AMD, I think Google, I think Amazon, where their prices are at currently, are the best bang for your buck as far as what you want. AMD, I think, has a potential to be a price that NVDA is currently, especially with their chip being almost as powerful, with more memory, and cheaper. Okay. So I just think it's a matter of time. AMD's coming along. Another one too. I keep telling people, man, don't sleep on these guys. Okay. Don't sleep on Intel. Don't sleep on Intel. I get it, man. This is old Aristocat. This is old US. This is like DOS, DOS area utilizing the old matrix computer crap, right? I get it, man. I get it. But don't sleep on these guys. Do not sleep on these guys. I promise you, they are not just sitting there rolling over. These guys are working diligently. They're seeing what these other people are doing. And I guarantee you that these guys are just waiting for their opportunity to strike, just to be like, you know what? Look, once we have something, we're coming out swinging, and we're going to start taking up market share. So don't count these guys out, man. All right, pay attention to Intel. One other one I wanted to talk about. Let's look at Apple in general. Right, cooling down a little bit. If you want to go short Apple right now, actually, I'm going to go short Apple right now. I've been wanting to short Apple. It popped up a little bit. We just went over Tesla. went over SPY already. You can catch the video at the beginning, Avian, if you want. We already went over SPY. We're going over Apple right now. I'm gonna go short Apple. Reason being, you're like, why are you going short Apple, man? It's well, because it just hit 3 trillion again the other day, right? All right. And listen, anytime you hit these huge marks, okay? Anytime you hit these huge marks, when you see stuff like this, when these things nail on like exact dollar amounts, okay? This is unusual, all right? Exact 195 and it pulls back, okay? This is algorithmic trading at an institutional level 101, okay? This is telling you that this was pushed and this hit this level and it immediately market makers were like, "Yep, let's cool it down." Right? Okay. So I think we cool down a little bit. We've been popping and locking for a minute here. Let's go ahead and look at this. Here you go. You can see it. We broke out already, right? We broke out from here. All right. Here's our top. We're already there. It's time. Here's our breakout. Okay. Here's consolidation zone. Here was our break, right? Here, 190. We broke out. Boom. 194, right? Now it's time to cool down. So we come back to half of that breakout, get the cool down, and then we continue for the other half. Okay. So we get here, and that's just what I think is going to happen. So we get our breakout from here, 190, boom, up 195, right? Cool down, 192-ish, right? And then we get our push, 200. Or push up to 200, where we will find our new level of awesomeness for Apple. So I want to go short Apple. December 22, 190 puts look okay. Let me look at the Greeks. Yeah. All right. So I'm locking in Apple 190 puts 22nd of December I'm going right at the ask 105. I think it's a fair price. Okay. Greek Delta's at 25, Theta's at 6. Delta's above the Theta. Love it. The volume is high. The open interest is almost 3 times higher than the volume. Love that. Okay. So yeah, everything's good to go on that one. I like it. We're going to go ahead and do this trade. A stop loss will be at 65. All right. That's my trade right there. So we'll go ahead and knock that one in. Yep, I've locked in. The ask just went up to 106. I bet if you put the limit at 105, you'd be good to go. I'm in 10 contracts. I'm good. We got 2 trades on the live trading. You guys got something special. Get you guys. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just typing it so that I can push it out to the people. You know what I mean? Like people that can't catch us, I want to make sure they get it. Oh, there you go. And we got what I say stop loss 65. Yeah, 65 sounds good. Remember, I do mental stop losses, okay? But I'm gonna put a stop loss out there just so you guys feel good. Like if it goes down, understand this about stop losses too, okay? You should always put your stop loss in the chart. All right. So if we're here on the 4-hour chart, right? We're looking for the pullback here. So this is our target. Let me give you like, all right, this is our target. This is where we're looking for. All right. We don't need it to surpass this. Okay. We just need it to come down towards this level. All right. Come down towards this level, we're making money. Okay. Our stop loss should be the half should be for no more than the distance from here to here. So if this is 194 to 190, that'd be a $4 move. Our stop loss should be no more than 198. Okay. Since we're short, this would be our stop loss going long, right? Should be no more than 198, right? That it should be no more than that, because it's basically 194, 190. It's basically the $4 movement from here. And the $4 movement from here. Man, that looks longer though, doesn't it? Anyways, but to save yourself a little being a little more conservative, what you can do is you can put that this is like your absolute threshold, and then you can put a 50-50 line from the current level that you're at. You just put a 50-50 line in between the current level where you're at, where you made the trade. Put a 50-50 line in between there. All right. Color it whatever you want. And this line here represents the line that you'll consider averaging down. Okay. So if you start to see, because this might push up, all right, and it comes up, and we got to pay attention. So if it pushes up, but we start to still see the volume is lighter, okay, we get some divergence. So yeah, we're pushing up, but we're still seeing divergence. We're seeing the MACD starting to cross this way. The SMI, TTM squeeze is going the other way, right? We're starting to cross in the stock. Okay. So while the price is going up, but we're seeing the indicators pushing to the downside, that's telling us something is off. Something needs to happen. Nothing is jiving, right? Everything jiving together, you're trending. Okay. When you got divergence, you're not trending. You're going against the trend. That's when stuff is about to happen. A change is going to happen. Okay. So when we see that, we're going to consider averaging down. So that's what I do. So I'll put a line here. This is my entry. I'll go ahead and put my stop loss idea, which is about from the distance from when I want to go ahead and take profits, right? It's about my distance. And then in between those, I'm going to go ahead and put my idea for averaging down. We start to hit there. I look at the chart, look at the indicators. If I see the momentum potential in our favor of continuation or reversal to the downside in this case, because we're puts, I'm going to go ahead and average down, put a little more paper in there, get a better average, and see if we can go ahead and make up the cost since we have time, because we have plenty of time. When's December 22nd? Because we got all this time. Look at this. We got all this time. So we're here. We got all this time until here. All right. We got until here to make that move. All right. So plenty of time. If we were here to make that move, maybe not. But we over here. All right. Over here. There. Plenty of time. All right. All right, guys. Hey, hope you got some value out of this. Hope you got some worth out of this. I gave you guys 2 trades. We're short Apple. We're long SPY. And we're looking to go ahead and trade on some of these things. All right. I look forward to you guys, hoping that you come on board to Traders War Room. Remember, part of the Discord is open for free for the holidays. Listen, after Christmas, okay, we're going to go back to a premium only server. So definitely strike while the iron's hot. Okay. This is my holiday gift to you all. I want to spread, trading and investing strategies to the world. I want to, give that, true experience of growing, learning, and sharing and community things. So I have a whole bunch of free channels, free alerts, and just stuff like that for free people to just promote, trading and investing. All right. Because I'm getting older. I need to start, passing the torch to the next, group of people and stuff like that. All right. So I want to go ahead and start really ramping up, this next generation of people. So, Traders War Room can succeed and, flourish. So, help me out, spread the word about the free Discord and the free Telegram group as well. There's other things. But after the holidays, we're going to go back to the premium server. And then, you want in, you got to pay the piper, just like everyone else, wait for a holiday to get the deal. But thank you for joining. Hopefully you go out there and we'll make some money. I see you when the market bell rings because I want you to go ahead and join and be part of the TWR Market Warrior. And as always, if you're ready, follow me and the other Traders War Room Market Warriors that I have on my team, and let's go to war. Kill it. Let's go out there and make some money, y'all. Later.